Alrighty, here we go. A little bit more information here on the quarterback competition in Denver with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. We get a tweet here by Denver Broncos 365 on Twitter. Not verified or anything, but I'm gonna take his word for it. He's a Broncos account. I'm gonna take his word for it. So he says that Drew Lock had what was described a quote horrific day at practice. Not good, especially when we just kind of saw the film last week of Teddy Bridgewater throwing those excellent balls to Jerry Jeudy down the field and on the sideline, and then Drew Lock is having bad days. Man, not looking good out there for old Drew Lock, which we knew. We predicted that Teddy Bridgewater would win the starting job, and it seems like that is going to be the case, at least, for, early kind of sample size of what we've kind of already seen. So, Drew Lock had a horrific, that's not good, like a bad day. Oh, I had a bad day at practice. Oh my God, that was a horrific day. Gee, oh my God, how do you come back from that? You can't come back from horrific. You can come back from bad. Oh my God, just a bad day at practice. I'm not worried. Like, it sucks, but, it was just a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. Everybody doesn't have horrific days. When was the last time you had a horrific day? Jeez, man, not great. So we'll see what Drew Lock's looking like. But we get a quote here. Vic Fangio says it's too early to come to any conclusions on quarterback battle as Bridgewater Lock compete in 11-on-11s. So obviously, this article is kind of coming out the same time to that horrific day, and, it's just the start of mandatory minicamps. OTAs just kind of wrapped up, which is, the true initial kind of, practice to get everybody up to speed with everything, and then we'll have, competition as we enter these minicamps that are starting this week. So, Vic Fangio, the head coach for the Broncos, says it's a little too early here. Let's see if we get anything else in this article. So, according to reporters at practice, the competition included Lock throwing 2 interceptions in nearly a third while focusing on getting through his progressions and taking more checkdowns. So, that's not good. That's the horrific day, folks, that we just heard. 2 interceptions in nearly a third and then going to more and more checkdowns. Not the greatest there. Bridgewater, meanwhile, reportedly was accurate and appeared to already have a solid rapport with second-year wideout Jerry Jeudy. We saw that. We literally saw the tape on that, folks. So everything that we've kind of been seeing and hearing is kind of verified in this article right here, and we're going to get a quote on Vic Fangio. So let's keep going here. Multiple reporters suggested Lock was the second best quarterback at practice. Coach Vic Fangio said he wouldn't make any broad statements after one 11-on-11 drill when asked if Lock was second-guessing himself. Quote, from Vic Fangio, I think it's too early to come to any conclusions one way or the other, even a small conclusion. So, and that's kind of good. You're not going to kind of just, oh my God, you're not going to be, up and down, hot and cold every single day. If you're Vic Fangio, the quarterback position, you need to get it right. You're not just going to take one bad day, and you're not just going to take one good day. You're going to take the entirety of these kind of training camps and OTAs and all these practices of all the drills of all that you've seen. So, this is kind of, classic of a head coach. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to come to any conclusions, not even a slight one, not even a small one. That's what we're here for. But, Vic Fangio is not going to do that. I'll make the conclusion. Drew Lock is trash. There it is. I made the conclusion for Vic Fangio here. Drew Lock is not that great. He will not be the starter. Teddy Bridgewater is good, maybe even great, and he will be the starter. That's our conclusion. That's what Vic Fangio wants to say. He can't just say it because he is the head coach, unfortunately. But let's keep going here. Quote, quarterback coach Mike Shula and offensive coordinator Pat Schumer are working with him on that stuff. I'm not worried about it at this point. I mean, they've had Drew Lock. They know what Drew Lock can do. So, I mean, this isn't going to surprise them that he floundered in the 11-on-11 drills. He's been there for the last 2 years. They know what this man can do and what his kind of limitations are. So that's why bringing in Teddy Bridgewater is going to help maybe push Drew Lock. It hasn't seemed to be working as he's throwing 2 interceptions, but just kind of had that other option of Teddy Bridgewater. We don't know what he can do because we haven't really seen him. He was with the Panthers. We saw what he did on the field and we liked it, and that's why we brought him in. But let's see what he's doing in practice. Let's see what his limitations are. Compare both of these quarterbacks' limitations, and we'll see who's going to win the starting job, which we believe is going to be Teddy B. Alrighty. Anything else here in this article? Let's a couple more paragraphs. So let's keep going here. Locke was dealing with what Fangio referred to as, quote, little blister on one of his fingers. So maybe, that's affecting that accuracy, making those interceptions come. The coach noted that part of the team's evaluation of the position is how each player handles the process. Once again, taking it all in stride, taking it, what you see on the field, yes, the throwing, yes, the accuracy, yes, the timing, yes, all of that, but also how they're just dealing with the process, how they're handling the pressure, how they're just, going about their business on day-to-day activities through, these practices and all that. So, quote, absolutely, that's all a part of it. You don't want guys pressing two players you don't want as coaches. One that doesn't do anything the coaches tell him to do, and two, someone who only does what the coaches tell him to do. There's a fine line of moving on and seeing more than maybe you're schooled to see. You have to find that happy medium all the time. So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of walking that fine line, like he said here. We'll see which quarterback can do it the best. So far, it's looking like Teddy B. But, you've got time. You've got time, Drew Lock, to get a little bit better. You've had, 2 years in Denver to get better. You still haven't, but, you still got some time here. So, quarterback competition, it's seeming to kind of favor Teddy B. But like I said, there's still plenty of time to go.